Opioid Prescription Policies by Brooke Crow. Our state has one of the highest overdose death rates in the nation, with nearly 3,200 unintentional deaths from 2007 to 2011 alone. To put that into perspective, that'd be like wiping out entire towns here in Oklahoma. My town of Geronimo averages about 2,000 people, so that'd be like wiping the whole town out and then some. And those are numbers from 2011, so you can only imagine how the rates have rose. With the rising rates of overdoses coming to the front line of the news daily, it's important to learn about the efforts and the new policies being put into place to help with this extreme epidemic. Oklahoma is by far one of the worst states when it comes to the misuse and abuse of prescription opioids. I unfortunately see it firsthand, seeing that I work at the local Walmart pharmacy as a pharmacy technician here in Lawton, Oklahoma. So I get to see how not only bad we've gotten as a state, but as a town as well. Walmart and Sam's Club has cracked down as a company to help in the efforts of reducing this epidemic. They are only allowing to fill a 7-day max supply for new opioid prescriptions, along with only a 50 morphine milligram per day quantity limit. Now, to know what a prescription opioid is. Prescription opioids are powerful pain-reducing medications that include oxycodone, hydrocodone, morphine, along with others that have benefits as well as extreme risk. Individual pills of hydrocodone, oxycodone, Adderall, anything like that can be getting on the streets for as little as $1 a pill. People are making a profit off of something that other people need desperately, and it's restricting them because of the people like this out on the streets. So with these new efforts, the pills are still out on the streets, but at least they're not getting as much, and it's going to reduce it tremendously because it's becoming harder to get it at any pharmacy. One of the newest implications that they have applied are called PMP, which is called Prescription Monitoring Program. It's like when somebody comes in with a prescription, they check PMP and they can see, has this person gotten it at any other pharmacies? Have they been on it before? How long ago have they got it? How much did they get? Who was the doctor? So pharmacies are really, really cracking down on this, because this is what's going to help not giving people who don't need the prescriptions, they're not going to get it. And not only do they check Oklahoma's PMP, but down here we check Texas's as well. We can see if they're going down to Texas and getting stuff filled and coming up to Oklahoma to get it filled. It's going to stop, and people will be allowed to get their prescription. There's also something else called Narcs Care that Walgreens, CVS, and Walmart all use, including some of the independent pharmacies here in town as well. Narcs Care is very similar to this, but it helps with monitoring and giving the correct amounts of the medication. Like I said, 50 morphine milligrams. So it helps measure how many they should be taking in a day, because sometimes when the prescriptions come into the pharmacies, they're not always the correct amount for the patient. So as the pharmacist and pharmacies, they're really cracking down on this. The hospitals are having to put into efforts too. They're really cracking down on giving select few patients the medications. Only in extreme cases must these patients be getting them. And hospitals and pharmacies here in the state are having to work together to really come up with ways to help each other out. And lastly, the biggest key thing in this is education. People must be educated on what these medications are, how to take them, what they will do to your body, and more importantly, how to dispose them. There's new methods and treatments of disposal. You can take them to your local fire station, your police station. Also, they give you these things called Dispose RX, where you put them in a bottle and you shake it up and it turns into gel, and you can dispose of them properly so they're not getting back out on the streets. This is a huge epidemic, and hopefully these new policies and restrictions will help slow this down and help save many lives. Thank you.